All right, so we're on chapter 13 of Marketing is Freedom, and this is titled "You Cannot Reset the Past, Move Forward." Right? You can't reset the past. We can't go back in time, at least to my knowledge. I've not been able to time travel yet, and I'm not saying it's not a reality, but typically we can, right? So you cannot erase the past. You cannot travel back in time. You can, however, move forward. Control the things that you can control, live and learn, and hopefully progress. In this journey of life, we are seeking freedom. Freedom from anything that creates a binding grasp of our time, our income, and our ways of life to do whatever we want to do. When you wallow or spend time regretting or reliving the past, it creates an expensive diversion in your path and journey to the success you deserve. It is also one of the most devious intruders to a mindset for success. We are all human, we all make mistakes, and we all seem to want to suffer and make sure we punish ourselves over and over for our wrongs. In football, the quarterbacks that make mistakes get back up and go again on the next play are said to have a short-term memory. They forget the mistake and get back to doing their trained motions and executions. Beating yourself up over and over again for something that is already done never helps you. It never works. It is getting over your mistake, past it, and moving forward that gets it done. It is the RRR that allows you to get back onto focus and commitment to do, to achieve, and to win. Mistakes and failures are the building blocks to an empire of success. They show you what not to do and why. They become learning points to be better at being the better you. The quicker you can let go of the past, move on to learn from it, and to become better, the quicker you can allow yourself to truly win. We all make mistakes and horrible choices. I wish I could take back many of the decisions that I've made. I can also say that with certainly some of the biggest mistakes I've made turned out to be the best decisions. I just didn't realize it until years later. Sometimes the bad choices are not always bad. Sometimes they are hard to understand until we look back at the path we are on and reflect on how we got there. To err or to fail is also to discover a way that does not work for you. When speaking on the invention of the light bulb, Edison said that he had not failed. He had just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Sometimes failure lets you see things from the correct angle or perspective. The universe truly works in ways we do not always see or understand. Sometimes we need to just pick ourselves up and continue the path we are on. Reset, refocus, and recommit on are doing just that, regardless of it being small things, large things, or especially those things that seem impossible to get through. Failure and success are both ways to progress if you continue to keep going and learning from them. Success is always awesome, but failures often allow for the creation of multiple successes. Thrive on every single one. Just reset, refocus, recommit, and keep getting up and going from each. Now, I told you this was a short chapter, and I'm going to just add just a couple more things here. Personally, there are major, looked like failures in our life, but when we got past them and learned from them, if we hadn't have had those mistakes, we wouldn't have known what to do for the next thing. A lot of, it's failing forward. It's a real thing. And you can talk to any successful entrepreneur. They failed many times. It was just, you got back up and went going again, and you get better at it. Experience comes from failures. And when successes come easy, you're not necessarily learning. And successes usually come because you failed so many things before. Now the success happens because of the experience along the way. So in almost any business situation or anything new, you're going to learn through failure, more so than anything else. And that's exactly what I've experienced this entire journey of my life. Is the failures were so valuable. They just sometimes sting when they happen, but what they allow you to do is great. And that's because I've always reset, refocused, recommitted, and got going again. I went forward from it. I didn't let it destroy me or wallow in it. I just got back up and got going. And then I could ponder it later when I was celebrating the successes that I had. Maybe I'm on the beach with a drink. One of my favorite things to do is just watching the ocean tide come in, have a nice cold cocktail with or without an umbrella, and with good company and friends, and enjoying that. You reflect, you're like, wow, we got here, but look what we had to learn along the way. There's always steps along the way. And it's such an awesome thing to explore and see. And when something doesn't work, I don't get frustrated like I used to. It's like, okay, what am I missing? And you learn how to gauge from it better. And it's going to happen quicker. The quicker you reset, refocus, recommit, the quicker you get back up, right? We all get knocked down several times, even throughout the day. You just got to get back up and get going. All right. God bless. See you on the next read. Bye for now.